But here she is talking about Elon Musk sending out his email to federal workers and trying to joke about it, but it ends up just falling flat. Watch.
But the email presented Americans with one of the other really perfect responses to fascism: ridicule. Journalist Allison Gill from a Substack called The Breakdown posted some of the best fictional responses that appeared online in response to the question, what would you really like to say in your response? Some of the best included: number 1, kept refreshing email to see if I was fired or placed on administrative leave. Number 2, tried to concentrate over the sound of colleagues cleaning out their desks. Number 3, accommodated the requests for access to classified data by big balls. Number 4, had a scotch. Number 5, researched countries I can relocate to. Another one said, drank it old-fashioned. Number 2, took a nap. Number 3, delighted coworkers with sarcasm. Number 4, dropped a tray of chocolate-covered pretzels in the conference room before the town hall. Number 5, put Black History Month stickers on bulletin board and gave out emotional support dumpster fires. And last but not least, number 1, executed low productivity tasking. Number 2, identified opportunities to transition to high productivity tasking. Number 3, developed a plan for Doge to F off. Number 4, all the Teams meetings. Number 5, responded to meaningless emails about task execution.
The thing about these fake 5-point email responses is they would be funny, except they aren't. This situation is dead serious. Most Americans understand the gravity of having a $37 trillion national debt and running at a $2.5 trillion deficit every year. We're tired of our tax money going to fund government corruption, and we want this cleaned up. And this kind of childish humor to such an unbelievably reasonable request shows how little the federal workers think about the American taxpayer and how little they think they deserve any accountability. It highlights the stark difference between public sector employees and private sector employees who go through performance reviews and accountability frequently and normally. But the moment federal employees are asked to list 5 things that they've worked on during the week, they see it as offensive and some kind of personal attack. I'm sure not all federal employees are bad people, but if the government is operating as it is right now, with like 90% of federal employees working from home, then it seems reasonable that we could probably fire 70% of everybody and have the remaining 30% work in office and get the same level of productivity. And their temper tantrum to receiving the same level of scrutiny that any private sector employee would shows exactly why people have a negative connotation about federal workers, that they don't do anything.